Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. If I'm live, I'm not really sure. I think so. Let's see if it works. It's always a bit tricky when you're trying to do the live stream and you're a noob like me. Because now it looks like I have two live streams up for some reason. That's just weird. But I think it's working. Looks like it. We are live. We are a bit early. There's 7 minutes to go until the set time for the live playthrough here of Scythe against Mats. But we can just wait a little bit, see if people drop in. And from what I can see here, it seems to be working. I think so. Let's start the. Let's see. So Mats is ready as well. Oh, hey, Alex. Yeah, I think I made a stream, like a event on my mobile phone like 90 minutes ago because I wanted to just get some attention for the stream coming up, and then I couldn't activate that one. I had to start a new stream on the computer, which was a bit confusing. But I think we're live now. I'm just gonna check so that Mats is ready as well. It seems so. Yeah, he has clicked ready here. So let's start the game actually. We're gonna use two bots, medium. So we have someone to mess with, except for the other person. Because you can play this game in a two-player mode, but I think that would be a bit weird. And now, of course, Mats could see my secret objectives here, if he's watching. I don't think it matters that much. Okay. Then... I think we're ready to go. I'm the first player. I'm gonna start here. We're gonna start a bit early. A lot of the stuff that goes on in this game in the first part is pretty. It's not that exciting, to be honest. So we can just start out, and then as you guys join in and watch, then more things will happen. And if you're watching this afterwards, I don't want to delay this too much either. So let's see. I'm just doing my standard Saxony start. I want to go for those workers early on. That's something I really like about in this game. I like to have all the workers out as quick as possible. There's downsides to it, of course, because that would cost me more when I do the produce. But I think it's worth it anyway because, well, simply because I get so much production when I do the production. So, yeah, it's a give and take, but I prefer to have all the workers out early. So we have Nordic and Polonia, and yes, oh, we're actually, now I'm confused. Oh yeah, he's Nordic, so yeah, Mats is Nordic, so then we have one, that's good, we have one bot on each side, sort of, so in between us, which is nice. Even though Mats has a little bit of an advantage here, because he can go, he has the whole eastern side to himself, basically. So that's not good. But, you know, I'm Saxony. I am going to fight him like crazy, of course. Since that Saxony can get an infinite amount of stars, basically, or 6 stars from fighting, which the other factions can't. They can only get 2. And I'll try to do this one on the way over there, I guess, as well. And if you have any questions about the site or about the channel or about me or Draco or whatever, just ask away in the chat. And if you have suggestions for what I should be doing, tell me in the chat, because I've been playing this game quite a bit lately, but of course I'm not a pro at site in any way. But I do enjoy it. I like it this way digitally. I prefer it to the actual board game because this is so fast and quick, and you can just play a game. In the board game, you can have a lot of downtime, I think, especially if people are a bit slow, and especially if you're playing with many people. I never understood these groups of gamers that sit down with 6 or 7 players and play a game, and it takes the whole evening, just one game, and you have to wait. Maybe it's the kind of people that are sort of, you know, eating stuff while they play and talking about other stuff and having fun, which is perfectly fine, of course. I'm more of this gamer person. When I sit down to play, I want to play the game. Then I could have a chat about other things before or after the game. But during the game, I like to focus on the game and have the game as the center of the room and the center of the focus. And then you can do social interactions in between, sort of, but not when it's your turn. Some people probably disagree with me, of course. That's how life is. We don't agree on everything. So, I think these bots are kind of fun. I played against them a bunch. I think medium is good. Easy, they tend to do a bit stupid things, but they're better at medium. Still, though, I don't really see them going for the factory cards. That's something I think seems to be missing from the AI. I mean, why aren't they going for the factory cards and grabbing them and using them, or at least grabbing them to stop the players from being able to pick freely among the factory cards? That's kind of weird. Also, in the end game, it's really important to take the factory, because that counts as 3 spaces for control, and that's not something they do for some reason. That seems to be a miss in the AI. Maybe they do it if it's hard mode, I don't know. I haven't tried to have them on hard, to be honest. I should try that, because I'm winning most of the time now on easy and medium, so sometimes I don't win, and then it's because they're sitting and just they sit around, and all they do is these money bringing actions that they win because they have so much money, which is so boring. I would like to see them being a bit more aggressive and active on the map and so on. But it could be that they don't do that on medium. I'm not sure. Mats has some AP obviously, but he chosen finally. And yeah, it's kind of easy to tell who is the bot and who is Mats because of the time taken to do the actions. But Mats hasn't played this game that much, so we should give him a break. He's going to get into it as we go, I guess. Okay, so now, and I have Crimea. I'm sort of pinned down here between Crimea and Polonia. On the other hand, I think that's fair because I play the game a lot more than Mats, so maybe that sort of somehow evens out the field. And now I have all my workers. I get the first star. This is usually how I do. I get my 8 workers out, and now I will try to put them in good places so that when I produce, I will get the maximum out of them. It will cost me both power and popularity and money, but I will get a lot of produced goods. And I like to get a mech out as soon as possible so that I can transport them around and do like a huge production in one place, then move half of them to the second place and do a double production that way. And then also get the third production in once I can do an upgrade. Or if I do the move first of all for the upgrade. It varies a bit depending on what I want to do. In this game I will try to hunt down Mats a bit because it's fun. So I will try to get some combat cards and some power, of course, so I can start fighting him pretty early on, try to push him back. That could be fun. And if he's listening, well, yeah, I don't think he is. I think he's totally focused on his own game. So let's see. Now I do want to get those 4. So either I move some guys over here and then I produce. It's not worth to produce yet. So I think what we'll do is we'll move 2 guys over here. And then the next turn, I'm just gonna do a trade to get 2 more. Or to get 2, and then, yeah. I'm gonna go for trying to get the deploy as early as possible. Now, I don't have my favorite faction board. I don't like this one because I like to deploy early. And I'm sitting with the one that has 4 steel for deploying. So that's kind of bad, to be honest. Or I would like to do some enlist pretty early as well. But I don't have access to food right now, so wait on that. I don't like this board at all. I don't remember what it's called. Which one is this? I'm not sure how to see that. I don't think I can see the name of it. Maybe I can do it up here somewhere. I don't think so. Can I see it on my faction? No. I don't think you can see it anywhere. If you can, if you know if you can, please tell me in the chat. I would like to see the name of this board because I don't remember what this one is called. We could, of course, chat with Mats here. Let's say hello, Mats. I'm not sure if he knows about the chat, so I'm not sure if he will be checking it. We'll see. I'll just do that, and I'm gonna send him a message about the chat. So he knows that he could check it, because it could be fun to see what he's thinking. And of course we have the live chat. You guys can do some input if you have ideas for what I should be doing in the game, or if you have questions and so on. And I know that I'm a bit early today, because I mean it's a weekday, and it's, I guess, pretty early for the Americans. So I suppose a lot of people will watch this afterwards. It's usually like that for me. We have a few people watching during the live streams, and then a lot of people watch afterwards, because the video will be staying on YouTube, of course, which is fine. It's always fun when people watch live and comment in the chat and ask questions or come with suggestions and so on. Of course, that's fun, but then again, it's hard with these times. If I go, like right now, it's a good time for Sweden. We're up to 8:30 p.m. in Sweden. But if I go later on, then it will fit the Americans more, but then the Swedes will have gone to bed, so yeah. Usually I don't live stream in the weeks either, but it so happened that it was a good day for Matt to do this game. We've been talking about it for a while, that we should do a live stream together. Let's see what he's saying here. Yeah, he's called Old McGroin. Such a weird name. I'm gonna write down. I wonder if the viewers like your nickname. I'm just gonna tease him a bit. Okay, so let's see. So as you can see right now, I can't produce because I need the power, and that's always a problem. So should I do the power? Yeah, I guess I should do the power, and then produce, then get the mech, then move them around. Yeah. Then also, when I get the mech, it's always a question of, should I do the one that gives plus speed? That's the one I like. But then again, I should also get the one river walking, so I can get out of here. I would like if I can build a tunnel and then get the +1, do that instead of having the river walk to start off, because then I can get out there and start picking up encounters and all that. I might even trying to go for a factory card pretty early here, because they can be really strong. And usually I get there first, so then I get to pick between all of them. Oh, it doesn't switch over to Nordic like automatically for some reason when it's his turn. So he's enlisting, looks like. It's like there's a little bit of lag because... Yeah, now the enlist comes up. That was a bit late. And he already built a tunnel, yeah. And he's starting with wood as well, so... Okay, so now we can do the produce. Well, actually, do we want to? I think we should move first, because then we can do the produce and then we can do an upgrade. Yeah, that makes more sense. So let's move first. And let's move one guy down here, and let's start moving our leader there. So then we can do, then we will have, when we produce, we will have 3 oil. We can do the upgrade. We will get that. Then we do the trade to get some food, I think. And then we will also get some steel. I'm thinking that we should, when we do the upgrade, we should lower the cost of food so that it's 2, so that we can trade for food and then do an enlist with 2 food instead of 3. I think that's a good one. I think I'll aim for that. And once again, it doesn't jump over to Nordic for some reason when it's his turn. So I have to do it myself so that you guys can see what's happening here. Oh, Chimera has sent a worker up here. Let's see what he's doing now. Oh yeah, Crimea is going over there. Get some wood, I guess. And he's upgrading, and it's a bit sad that I haven't done any enlisting yet. I like to do the enlist as quick as possible if I can to get those bonuses. Yeah, like Mats has that. Okay, so now let's see. Now it's time to produce both these bases, and then we can do an upgrade. And I think we'll do the upgrade. I think we do. Could do a move, but I think we'll do bolster actually, and then we lower the cost of enlisting. So that's good. So, oh, now it jumped over. Let's see what he's doing here. Looks like he's thinking, basically. I think that's what he's doing. And the thing is, it's always the situation in board gaming where if a few people are really quick or used to a game, and that's why they can be quick and so on, then it goes around so fast, so the person that is not used to the game gets his or her turn back very soon, and then they have to decide again. So it's sort of a spiral of that. So how is he doing on enlisting? It looks like he's done a bit enlisting. He has two. Oh, he has 2 recruits. Okay. Okay. So now it is time, and we're going to trade for. We're gonna trade for food, and we're going to deploy finally. And I think we have to deploy the Riverwalk or the underpass could work as well, but I don't. Yeah, let's do Riverwalk because I want the mech here so he can spread out those workers. So let's do that. And then we can have the leader go over and grab the encounter there, and the mech can move guys around, and then we can also do an enlist with the food. So that's the next turn. So I usually plan out at least 1 or 2 turns ahead. And I like this combat selection system in Scythe. I think that's really good, where you can't do the same thing twice and all that, unless you're Rusviet, but that's cheating. And it's weird because I don't see. I'm so used to playing against the AI that I'm used to seeing what they do, and now I don't see what Mats is doing. It doesn't come up. Yeah, he's saying that there's some lag. Yeah, I think there is. I think it works. I mean, it's just that we have to wait like a few seconds before something happens. Like now, they say Crimea is bolstering power. It doesn't say that about another player, which makes sense, of course, maybe because you shouldn't see that, but so annoying. Crimea is enlisting. I'm gonna enlist now. That's gonna be too late. It's just gonna benefit them and Polania as well, because they already have that. So let's move. So we'll get this encounter, and we have the mech pick up these guys. And should I go for wood? No, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this first of all, so can get a bunch of steel, which will help me deploy fast, because I want to deploy fast so that I can get the +1 and so on, rush into the factory, probably start attacking mats as well. And now it is lag, because now I'm waiting for the encounter, and yeah, it says encounter coming. I hope it doesn't crash. I've never seen this before. Never seen this much lag before, to be honest, which is a bit sad since it's a live stream. You don't want to sit here and watch encounter coming. Come on, game. Yeah, here we go. So, 2 power, 1 popularity seems... Yeah. I'm really low on resources, or... No. We're gonna do the enlist as well. Really low on resources there, as you can see. I think I'll take... Yeah, I think I'll take the power there, actually. Just in case. Oh, it's like... Oh, now I can end the turn, right? Yeah, it's a bit of lag. It's a bit sad, but we'll have to deal with it. It's not that bad that I want to quit the stream. If you're watching afterwards, you could watch like 1.5 speed or something, so you don't have to wait. I started doing that myself in some YouTube videos. Just watch with speeding up, especially in digital games, if they're slow. So let's see what Mats is doing. He's been spreading out really good here. He probably has some mission that he needs to have the 1 worker on each type of resource or something like that. Because he's spreading out a lot. I wish I was Polania, because then I could get the mech ability to not lose popularity when I scare away workers, and then I would just go after Mats. That would have been fun, but yeah, we'll have to deal with what we have. So he's producing some food, some oil. And let's see, can he do the enlist now, I guess? Yeah, he can, okay. Oh, he's paying 4 food for an enlist. That's expensive. And he has 3 now, 3 recruits. That's always a good idea. Let's see. So producing down there and up there. That's pretty cool. They just rushed up there, and then they can start building buildings down there. What's the building thing, by the way? I forgot. Oh, it's number of tunnel territory. Oh, you want to build on the tunnel. Okay. So they've been doing that. I usually don't go that heavy into building. I don't know why. Just I'm not that excited about it. Now I'm gonna produce. We're gonna get so much steel there and some oil. That's nice. And then I think next time around, I think it's time to deploy, and then I trade for food again, and then I move and I enlist. Then I go back to producing. I can just do that over and over until I have those 4 recruits and 4 mechs. That's basically the plan now. Just do that. I think it's a good idea. And the bots are doing what they usually do, I guess. This is a bit interesting that he rushed up here, but it's because he wanted to build on a tunnel space for sure. So what is Mats doing? Not really sure. He's trading. Okay. Does he have a trade upgrade? Assume he has. Yeah, he does. So he's upgrading production, which just makes sense for him because he's so spread out, of course. Is Crimea upgrading or what? It's a bit laggy. Come on, game. Okay. So, what did I just say? Yeah. trade for food. We're running low on cash though. We don't get any cash from doing the deploy, which is so annoying as well. Yeah, that's not good. And now we'll do speed for sure. Just put another guy here. And then next time when we start moving, we can try to hunt down some encounters with the leader. And also I want to move some workers to... I'm not sure if I think I'll move them to food actually. So Nordic is going down here, being not Nordic. Polania being a bit aggressive there against Crimea. What is Nordic doing? Also known as Mats. Oh, it's moving. Yeah, he definitely have the objective for being... Oh, wow. He's going in on that. Yeah, he must have lost like 3 popularity there, I guess. Wow, did he really have 10 popularity beforehand? I don't understand that. That was weird. What are we doing? Moving, of course. So move over here to get this encounter, and move this guy with 1, 2, let's see, 3. Yeah, I guess we should leave. Let's see if we have 2. I think 2 is good. Let's move over here with 2. So we can get some food there. Then we need to upgrade the production as well, so we can produce on 3 spaces. Because I do want to have some oil coming as well. I'm not gonna go for hard into... Wow. I'm so low on resources. I'm not gonna go hard into upgrading in this game, but I want to do it a bit at least. Let's see. So we're probably gonna do... Yeah, let's do that, and let's do that, I think. So now we have 4 of everything at least. So we... yeah, it's laggy. So, yeah, it's a bit sad that if matches... I think he has better cards than me, basically. Hi, Colin the Kid. Yeah, this is Scythe on Steam. As you can see here, it's the board game basically, with some just added effects. But you can learn to play Scythe using this, of course. And you can play against bots. You can set the difficulty for the bots and so on. Right now I'm playing against a friend, so Polania is a bot, Mats is the blue here, Nordic, and down here we have a bot. So we have 2 medium bots in between us, because it's no fun to just play this game 1 versus 1. The map is too big for that, and I think that's a bit sad with this game. I would like to have some scaling map, but I think a modular map is in the works actually. I think it's gonna come as the next expansion, and that's gonna be awesome, because then you can play on 3 players maybe. I'm not a big fan of playing board games on 6, 7 players, because it takes way too long. Rather play on 3 and then play 2 games. Okay, so not really sure. Should we trade? Could trade for steel, actually. Yeah, I think we'll just do this, because I think we'll just rush these. Then we'll get some oil as well, and we rush the deployment here. I think we'll get this guy. We're fighting on a tunnel. The opponent loses power. I think that's good, because there might be a fight here coming up, and I don't have that good cards, to be honest. So that could be a bit scary. Let's see what Polania's doing. Polania's moving over there, grabbing an encounter. Polania does want to grab as many encounters as they can, because their special thing is they can pick 2 of the 3 choices on the encounters, which is awesome. I think Polania is my favorite faction just for that reason. It depends on the number of players, once again. If you're playing 6 players, you're not going to get that many encounters anyhow. And then I think Rasviet is my favorite. But on 3 players, I think Polania is my favorite. I'm not a big fan of Nordic. I don't like Crimea that much. Crimea has a nice ability being able to use a combat card as a resource. So if they get a bunch of bad combat cards, they can use them for something. But I haven't played Mare Nostrum, but I do have it available for me because my friend and co-host Martin has it, and he did an unboxing of Mare Nostrum Empires on the channel a few months ago, and we've been talking about maybe playing it at some point. But it's one of those pretty big games you need to learn a lot of rules, a lot of stuff moving around. Take some time to get into that, and I'm not that big fan of conflict games and that kind of games anyhow. I think the conflict in Scythe is what really makes it stay out of my top 100. I put it on 101 actually last time, and it would rise if it were just a Euro game, because I like the action selection and all that. Not a big fan of the combat. You can end up in situations where you can't do anything because you're just so limited from the start. You get beaten down just sitting there and waiting out the game. I hate that stuff in games. But once again, online it's pretty fun because then it moves fast. Don't care that much if I get beaten down online because it's such a fast games. I think it's time to produce and do an upgrade actually, because right now I'm producing some food and I'm producing some oil, which means I can do the upgrade. But I would like to I need the upgrade so that I can produce on 3 spaces, because that's a lot better. Also think I should lower the cost of upgrading, to be honest. I don't need to lower the cost of deploying. There's only 1 more mech to go, so that's not a priority. Even though it's been really expensive to sit here and pay 4 steel for every deploy. But we're soon through that, and then I think it's all about enlisting, and it's about... Oh yeah, he did his mission. I knew Mats had a mission because he was spreading out so much here. I knew that he had that mission, that's spreading out. It's kind of obvious if you know the game. Let's see what Polania's doing. Speaking of which, we should do our mission as well. As Saxony, I can actually do more than 1 mission, but that one is already gone. We have more than 3 workers. I don't like those missions. Having 3 tundras, that's not going to be a problem. We have 1. We can just move in here, take 2 more. I might even fight Polania there. Take those 2. Yeah, might do that. But there's no rush. There's no hurry to do that. I would like to prefer to fight against Mats actually, because it's more fun. So let's see if I can go up and beat on his leader maybe. Let's see, he's producing. So I need to move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I could go to the factory and then go hit him, basically. Because I would like to have the factory so I can get more movement, so I can move around, picking up encounters and being more versatile. I just love having the factory card. Especially if I get to choose first. Axis and Allies is not a game for me at all. Sorry, but... it's just not my kind of game. I like games about points and farming and adventuring and all that. If you're curious about what kind of games I like, you can go check out my top 100 list, and especially the last one that was before Christmas with top 10, where Mats is in there as well, talking about his favorite games. And you will see that I'm more into Terraforming Mars and those kinds of games. Direct conflict. It's not my thing. And Axis and Allies takes forever as well. You have to set everything up and all these little rules and all this little Ameri style. Not my thing. And that's how it goes. I mean, we're different. I think Scythe is a mix between these 2 worlds. So maybe we can meet somehow in between here, because people tend to like conflict games and then they like Scythe as well. And Eurogamers like Scythe. So we'll move up there. And you know what, I think we'll just stand our ground, just take the factory with the mech here, so that it's not free for Mats to move in here at least. He will have to fight for it. And then we're going to do an enlist of this one. And we're gonna get combat cards. Yeah, now we finally got a good combat card. Come on, game. Oh, there we go. No, I can't end the turn because it's lagging. There we go. I mean, 10 years ago, I did play Axis and Allies and Risk and all those games. And like Game of Thrones. But yeah, it's just like a game taking more than 3 hours. That's pushing it for me. I'm playing so many games each year, and new games and filming games and playthroughs and and all that. So there's not really that time for me to sit down and spend a whole day on one game. I could play 3 or 4 games in that day, and then that feels more fun for me. People call me Cult of the New, which I sort of, I guess I am. I like new games, trying out new games once or twice, and then I'm happy, and then I can go on to another game. But some games stick, of course, like Scythe, like Terraform Mars. There's some games that I keep playing over and over. I would like to play the Fenris expansion for Scythe. I did an unboxing for it. I haven't played the campaign yet. My favorite board game is Terraform Mars. Terraform Mars has everything I like in a game. My second favorite game is Gaia Project. Those two are very close. I really love Gaia Project as well. That whole building up Terra Mystica style in space. I love space games. And that building up your empire sort of, and you don't have the direct conflict. You're not fighting like in Twilight Imperium or something. But you have the blocking. You have the sort of, there's some sort of interaction still. And when there's interaction in games, I really like when it's positive interaction. I talked a lot about this on my channel as well. I love games that has you do something and that benefits the other ones. Like Wingspan, the new game from Stone My Games. I love that in Wingspan that I do something and then everybody gets something. I like that. That's fun. Okay, so let's produce, I guess. I think it makes sense. Or should we get power, perhaps? No, I think we should produce. What's your favorite game, CTK Gamer? Just always fun to talk about games. Oh yeah, now I can produce in 3 spaces. I'm stupid. There we go. It's always fun to hear like what people's favorite game are, because it usually says something about their taste in games. I must say though that I do like, the occasional. I like thematic games, especially in co-op. I love this War of Mine, Spirit Island. Those games are really thematic. Civilization, the board game, is one of my favorites as well. Oh, you got it after watching my tutorial. That's great. What do you think about? You have New Dawns. What do you think about New Dawn? I really liked New Dawn at first, and then I realized I haven't played it in like a year almost. I haven't played it at all, I think. Well, I did play it last summer. But somehow, for me, a Civilization board game, and then a New Dawn, and they just removed the whole. They made it too abstract, I think, for me. But it's quick, and the card mechanic in it's really fun. And once again, I'm contradicting myself, because Civilization, the board game, takes a whole day to play. so there you go. But then again, I only play that like once a year, because it takes so long. But yeah, it's so much fun. I like that in Civilization, the board game, it's not all about fighting. You can win in so many different ways, and you can build up I usually build up a strong army, mostly for defense, so that I can't be overrun. Okay, yeah, so now we can move into the factory, which is nice. Let's see, should we... Yeah, we don't need any more steel, to be honest. So let's get all these guys loaded up and go into wood instead. That makes more sense. So we can build a few buildings here and so on. Oh yeah, this guy can keep moving, I guess. Okay, so now we're in the factory. And what do we want? We don't want this one. This is for mechs, and we not for builds. Production. This is kind of nice, but I don't want to pay in power. I don't think so. This would be... Upgrades is nice. Oh, I think I'll take this one. Can pay a resource. Yeah, because I am spending all these stuff when I'm producing. So that makes sense to get that one. And then let's do an enlist. And we will get a new store, of course. So we're in the lead once again on the enlist there. Not really sure what Mats is doing. I've been talking so much about other stuff. Well, he got the mech out at least. Yeah, I didn't notice that. He's so spread out, though. I think he should try to gather his guys up so they can produce more effectively. That's what I would do if I was him. But I know that he's spread out to get the objective, which, you know, makes sense. I think I'll get my objective soon as well here. I just need to do a move. I would like to do an upgrade, though, also, though, because I would like to get so that I can move 3 units. And make it cheaper to build. Because I am planning to build. So I think I'll produce... We'll see. Well, he is moving. How much power does he have? Oh, he has 12, okay. I gotta be careful if I attack him. Because if I waste too much power, then the risk is he will just fight back and then I won't have any power left and so on. Yeah, okay, so it's either produce or move and... Well, if I go to fighting on a tunnel, I have the plus if I fight on a tunnel. So let's fight instead. We do that first, so we do get some, let's see, what will we pay? We'll pay with some there. So now we have 8 power, and we'll do a move. And we'll send this guy in here. Just because it's fun. And it's always good if we can stall him a bit. Yes, we will do that. He will lose 2 power. Let's see, what will we do? I hope that Mats is not watching because that would be cheating. So let's let's do that. We'll see how that goes. Don't cheat, Mats. If you, I don't think he is, but just to make sure. Wow, come on. Now it's taking some time here. Could be some lag also, though. Might not just be that he's thinking. Well, this is not exciting. Okay, so he's going for the weak one there, yeah. I would have gone for just 1 power if I was him. Just taken the loss. I think I would have done that. So he's retreating. I get a star. And we end the turn. And now I still have 3 power left, and I still have good cards. So if he fights back on the next turn, I can defend myself. But I think he just moved, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think he just moved. So it's okay. He can't fight back right away. Which means I can do a move and move out of there if I want to. Because I don't really want to be up there. I just wanted to slow him down, basically. Push him back so that he couldn't... Let's see what he's saying. Yeah, he's probably not happy about that. And I mean, it's really hard in the beginning in this game until you get used to it to know how hard to go into the fight. It's like either you want to win and you go all in, you're trying to win. The problem is the ties go to the attackers. It's hard when you're defending as well. If both players have 7 power and a 5 card, then yeah, the attacker can win if he wants to. And in that case, if you're defending, I guess you should just put in 1 power, so you get a card at least. Because as long as you contribute with a card or a power, then you will get a combat card as a sort of comfort prize for losing. And I like that Crimea is enlisting, because then I get another card as well. Oh yeah, we're all done with the enlists. Everybody gets everything, basically. All the benefits from the neighbors. Come on, game. Now it's weird because it says Crimea, but Nordic's time is ticking. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's bugged somehow as well. I do know that there's some bugs. Okay, so now it's my turn finally. So let's see. Should I be moving perhaps? I could go for the encounters down here there. That would be nice. Or that one actually. So I think I'll do that. I don't have the food sadly though, which I would like to have. And I'm not gonna attack his workers because that's not smart. So let's just hold on to. We'll steal his wood, and then we'll hold on to the factory if we can, because that's nice. Especially for the end game, because that counts as 3 spaces for the spaces scoring. And sadly, it is a bit laggy. I never had this before when I play multiplayer, so I didn't expect this at all. But I never streamed multiplayer either before, so I don't know if it has to do with the stream or maybe it has to do, you know, with my internet being funky. I had some issues lately with my internet actually. So let's see, build a structure. Pay 2 to gain a worker. That's not gonna happen. Let's just get 2 in the popularity. Yeah, that's good. I wish I would have gotten some food there, but Polania should be pretty strong. They haven't been fighting yet. They have 8. Oh, Crimea has 16. I haven't paid attention to that. So we should be a bit careful of Crimea, I guess. They could... Well, they haven't deployed really, so... Not that worried about them. Oh, let's see what Mats is doing. It's his turn. And he is deploying, I guess. Yeah, he's deploying. Not sure what he did before that, to be honest, because it's just weird in this. It's lagging a bit, I think. Move, gain coins. Yeah, this game is buggy. Why does it say move, gain coins? It was because he deployed that they gained coins. Not because he moved. That's, yeah. I guess there's some work to be done on this game digitally. So let's see. What are we doing? Guess we should get the we should get the last mech out, and we could also pick up some wood because then we can bolster and build on the tunnel. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's just get some wood down here. Get the last mech deployed, and we get underpass. We'll just put them here for safety. The next time we do bolster and we build on the tunnel for points. There we go. How am I doing? I think I need to get more. Yeah, you see the bots have so much money. I need to get my popularity up. Oh, Polania's attacking me. I didn't expect that, to be honest. How much power do they have? They have 8. Yeah, I'm gonna take the loss, I think. Yeah, but not. Yeah, let's just spend a 2 card. Yeah, he's going all in, basically. No, not really. At 8. That was bad. Come on, Polania. I don't like that. Huh. Oh, he didn't steal anything, at least. Could fight him back, actually. Because I'm gonna bolster and build. And then I could do the move and fight him back, actually. I think that makes sense, because I could go for an early ending the game, getting the win. I do need 2 more popularity, though, so I hit the threshold there. So how am I doing on the objective? Yeah, I could do the objective when I do the move. But then I can't fight. Huh. Why haven't I upgraded my move ability? So I can move 3 guys. That would have been a good idea. Mats is moving. I need some popularity as well, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but I am using OBS streaming for this. I even started using OBS for some recording, which is nice as well. When I use my camera in the studio and all that. Mats is gathering up here. He might go for the factory, actually. We'll see. I never had any lag at all before. When I streamed Terraform Mars on Steam, it's just been awesome. So I don't know. Okay, finally Crimea is deploying. Used to really been focused on other stuff. Okay, so now I think we'll... Should we bolster? I kind of considered to move because Mats might be moving in here on the factory and I don't want to give him that win. It's better to move other way. I do want to move to beat on this guy as well. You know what? Let's just move and get the objective actually. So I can move over there with my leader. And I can move, let's see, I can move this guy over here, and that's the objective right there. Now I'm just 1 star away, which probably means that I will just attack Polonia in the last. But I know I need 2 more popularity to just get over that threshold. That's so important for the points. Because the bots have so much money, that's the problem. Well, if I'm building, I get the popularity, so that's actually a way to do it. I could be building the next time. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know how to... Yeah, I know. I'm gonna end it in 2 turns. That's the plan. And it's gonna be guaranteed as well, if nothing else happens. Because there's not much that can happen, to be honest. I have so many options to move there as well. I mean, if Polania moves away, then I can't do it. But as long as Polania stays where they are, I could end this in 2 turns. And then I think I will have a good lead on the stars. And I will have 7 popularity. Yeah, so that I'm not really sure that I'm winning there. It's really hard to calculate. And I hate that the bots are just sitting around a lot of times and they just gain coins. And now it says move to gain coins again, which is just weird. Ah, okay, he's attacking me there. Well, if I win this, the game ends, so I don't want to win this. That's just so weird. I could have won this if I put in the stuff. No, I would have gotten to 9, so I would have won either way. Anyway, okay. But that doesn't really matter. Crimea took over that spot there, which I don't like, but it's not a big deal. Let's see, do I want to attack Crimea or do I want to attack Polonia? They're pretty close. I would say I think I will attack Polonia. But before I do that, I need to bolster and build. That's also good because that I will get. Then I will get the building that will score me as well. Which is not a bad idea. Just put this over here. That's some points there. Well, that's actually 3 coins as well, which is nice. Yeah, me and Mats have the same coins. So that's like human players. Oh no, come on Polonia, now he was moving in there. Well, you know what, then I guess we'll try to win it. No, that's the worst thing that could happen for us. Wow, he went all in. I didn't expect that. And now he actually took the factory. I was complaining earlier on that they don't take the factory, but now he did it. Okay, well that will sort of change things. It's actually good that I didn't win because I don't have 7 popularity yet. So yeah, almost forgot about that. I don't want to win. I want to end it before I have 7 popularity. So I think Polonia might have this actually. Let's see. What am I going to do then? So now it's kind of hard to win a fight because I only have 1 power. Huh. I could try. I could just gamble and try to take back the factory. Because Polonia only has 3 power. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Just because if I can get the factory in the last turn, that would be really important. That would be really important. Oh, this is interesting. Mats is attacking the factory. It's going in with all 3 guys, I think. Yeah, he's really going for it. And this changes things again, because now Mats will have the factories, you know, he's gonna win this. He can put in 3 cards, if he wants to. I suppose he will. I suppose that's why he's doing it. And once again, the game lags, which is a bit sad. Yeah, he's... Okay, Mats is doing an overkill here. That's a noob mistake. He doesn't need to go to 15. There's no reason for it. The opponent can only go to 12, and he wins on ties. So that was interesting. But that's of course not being used to the whole combat system. It takes a while to get used to the combat system in this game. Okay. Doesn't really matter though either because the game will be over soon, and then the combat cards are not worth anything. So let's see what he's building on the tunnel. That's good. And I must say that I do cheer. I mean, I hope Mats will come in second place after me, rather that than the bots, of course. But okay, so it's time to end the game. And hope that I win. I'm not sure that I will. I'm not sure, but I do have 2 more stars than anyone else. Mats does have the factory, which I don't really like. That's... If he didn't have the power, I would go after him, but... I have to attack Polania. That's my only go-to here, because they have low power. So, we'll do this, which means we get the power, which is nice. That can be helpful. And we are up to 7 in popularity, so let's try to end this. Well, we'll have the leader do it, just because it's fun. So he will go in here. See if we can win this. It's, you know, 5, and we're up to 7. They could get to 8, of course, in... No, they can get to 7 as well, which means, yeah, we're gonna win, no matter what. Because they only have 1 or 2 power. Yeah, so that's it. But, we're not sure if we won or not. Ending the game is not the same thing as winning. We'll see. We have the lead up to now. But, yeah, the money's gonna come in here, and yeah, now, yeah. They're gonna win on money. It's a bit boring. But I do beat Mats at least. But yeah, the bot is really good on just collecting money basically and not spending them. That's the downside of doing like I do and get all the workers out, because then it costs money to produce. So that's how it goes. But yeah, it was fun. I do enjoyed it, and I will end the live stream here. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye bye.